We are live. Hi, my name is Brandon DeBoer. I'm the Global Product Manager for Large Area Visual at Waygate Technologies. Today, I'm going to be talking about a quick start guide for our pan-tilt zoom camera called the Everest Kazoom HD. I'm also going to highlight our free trial program at the end of this presentation. So let's get into it and bring up the video of myself putting it together. I'm also going to include some tips and tricks along the way to take care of your camera and the connectors that go with it. Awesome, there's the video. So what I'm going to do is start out by obviously opening up the case and then taking out the insert. And then one of the first things that I like to connect is the camera connector. And so if we pause right here, what I'm doing is undoing this protective cover that's on both the camera cable and on the CCU unit that's in the box there. The reason that we have this connector is there are some really fragile pins in both the camera cable and in the CCU. And so it's important that we protect that from water, but also fall damage too. So it's happened before where things have fallen without that protector and they tend to dent or damage things inside the cable. So we can continue the video. Yes. Yep, just undoing this little connector there. One thing you're going to see me do here in a second, after I undo the cord to make sure I'm not going to bend it too harshly here, is if we pause, is I was looking at the channel that's on both the cable and on the CCUs. You want to make sure to line up that channel right so that all 26 pins that are in the cable and come from the CCU are lined up perfectly. That is your control, your signal, everything. That just makes sure that everything is correct and lined up. So that's what I'm doing here. We can continue. Yep, making sure that's nice and tight and secure. There's also this cover at the other end. Pretty simple cover, but it's really important because it protects, again, all those pins and from the from moisture or any other things that might happen. There's also a similar connector at the bottom of the camera too. Again, protecting everything. It's important to make sure too that these are all always as secure as possible so that no water ingress can get in there if there's happens to be moisture or something in the area. Again, there's that specialized channel that I have to line up. So that's what I was doing there, looking into the camera and the cable, making sure that was lined up right, and then properly securing it. So sometimes we don't have mounting or something available, but the case was built so that you can set up the camera in the case. So what I do here is just quickly clip on, if we want to pause actually 1 second, is put it on the stand that comes with the case and then set it into the case. This stand is meant for a pole and stuff, and you're supposed to usually put the screws that are in the toolbox that you see to the side of your screen. But in this case, if you want to quickly set it up, you can just put it into the the camera mount and put that camera mount into the case just to quickly set it up easily. We can keep on going. Yeah, just showing how that's set up. Another thing of note too is that you want to always connect the camera cable before you put on that camera mount. Otherwise, it'll be very difficult to put in that camera mount. So the next thing I'm going to connect here is the pendant. So there's actually a little opening at the top of the case for this cable. So right here, I am lining up the cable with where it goes on the pendant. There's a little red line for where the cable is supposed to be oriented in both the pendant and on the CCU here. So I'm making sure both of those are aligned properly. So if we want to pause real quick. So what I just did there, it was showing how most of the cases will come without that power cable plugged in, and so you'll have to plug that in. And then if you notice here, I'm plugging in the power last. So we always plug in the power last because it can cause some connection issues or power surge issues if you do it first and then try to plug things in while it's hot or running. So again, there's a little red line here that I'm lining up to make sure it's plugged in properly, making sure everything's secure, and then turning on the CCU, and then subsequently turning on the pendant. And then it'll should load up. The app for it should automatically start, and it can take around 3 minutes, up to 3 minutes for everything to load. This is a vast improvement compared to our previous product, which used to take up to like 15 minutes to do. Some other things of note is the camera cable might not always fit into the case. We offer camera cable lengths of 10 meters, which will fit in the case, but 30 meters and 70 meters are all options. We also do custom cables, so if you wanted to do something in between, we have the ability to do that. I also want to mention that we do have a free trial going on. So if you saw this product and you want to try it out yourself, you can try it for 3 days. And this trial is going on across North America and Europe. All you have to do is scan this QR code and sign up, and someone will reach out to you and you can try out this system for 3 days. That's all for this webinar. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll stand by for a couple minutes here just to see if there's any questions. Also, if you have any questions and it's after this webinar, you can feel free to comment. I'll be in the comments and able to answer things. Also, answers could possibly be on our website. So the website is waygate-tech.com/Kazoom. You can find more information on there. Thank you very much for attending this webinar.